Hello, it's me, Master Dan. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're all doing very well. Welcome to this new segment that I've just thrown in called What's in My Bag. And this is something that I am ripping off from Amoeba Records, their YouTube channel thing. Like watching all the musicians and artists showed off what records are bought and stuff. And I thought I'd do something like that as well with throwing some video games in there as well. You know, I like Metal Jesus' YouTube videos where he shows up all his gaming pickups and all that sort of thing. So I thought, why the heck not do the same thing? Amoeba Records, Metal Jesus. Hey, you've got this Master Dan thing. What's in my bag? I've got the bag right here. I've got in this Animal Crossing Dodo bag thing. Some games in there, my records can't fit in there, but I've got them over here anyways. I'm going to talk about them first. I'm going to go all about records, stuff about the artists, about the albums, everything, and dive into the video games as well. And you know, you never know, this might turn out shit, this might turn out good, but if it turns out good, I'll keep on doing it. I'm going to keep doing it every 3 months, like every quarterly. Yeah, without further ado, let's talk about some shit that I've picked up, shall we? So the first record I'd like to talk about here is Add Violence by 9 Inch Nails. One of the very few EPs that 9 Inch Nails have released. I absolutely love 9 Inch Nails. They're one of my favourite bands of all time. They have an incredible back catalogue of music, and their EPs are genuinely incredible as well. This one's got like a good like sort of blend of like With Teeth era 9 Inch Nails and Hesitation Marks, like that sort of mid-noughties thing. Got released in 2017, July 21st, 2017, and it's just a really great record. It's got about 5 or 6 tracks on. Very sort of on the lighter end of rock and electronic music, and but like, you know, towards the end it gets like really moody. Like it's got like a track that just doesn't stop finishing, and it gets more distorted and like more drony as it goes on. But like some of the standouts on this, like Less Than on here is an absolute banger. Trent Reznor's vocal performance on this album is absolutely incredible. It's just great. I love this album. I really recommend anyone starting out with 9 Inch Nails, like maybe give this one a go, because I know their albums can sometimes be a bit daunting. Like, you know, their albums tend to go over like the hour mark. Like the Fragile goes on for, I think it's about an hour and a half or an hour and 45, and but it's good that you have something like this that's a bit more bite-sized. Yeah, I love this album. Add Violence by 9 Inch Nails. Hell of a record. Okay, next up, this is one I picked up from a record fair in Darlington, and this is ZZ Top Eliminator.
Give me all your loving, all your hugs and kisses too. Give me all your loving, don't let up until we're through.
You know what? I'm not really a huge ZZ Top fan or anything like that. I'm more of a greatest hits type of guy, and you know, I just saw it for about £6, so I thought, well, I can't really say no to that. I mean, it's quite an iconic album cover with that car on it and everything. I've seen it all over the place. It's got some bops on here that I've obviously heard before, like Give Me All Your Love and Got Me Under Pressure, Sharp Just Ran. You know, just really great tracks. And yeah, it's an album I've heard for the first time, like quite recently, and you know, in full, it's actually really good. And how can you go wrong with this back photo here? You know, this is probably like their beards at their friggin' shortest. Like they've definitely had bigger beards in the past, like, but yeah, love Billy Gibbons' guitar playing. I love their vocals, that really sort of low, rusty, sort of southern style I've got to their vocals. Obviously the guitar works great. Just some really good, feel-good southern rock and roll. Yeah, can't really go wrong with this album. It's a classic for a reason, for sure. Next up, my favourite Metallica album of all time, and Justice for All.
Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in myself, fighting my own exhale.
It's This is one that I picked up from a record fair in Darlington. It's one I've been wanting to get for a long time, but it's always been quite expensive wherever I've found it in any other record shop. But like, this one was up for, as you can see here, £28, and I saw it straight away and I was like, well, I gotta take it, really. You know, it's just it's a reissue, like reissue remaster type thing. You know, of course, like if I wanted to get the first press, it would cost me an arm and a leg, but like, I'm absolutely fine with this. Like, this is a fucking incredible album. Like, Blackened is like my favorite opener of all time from Metallica's back catalogue. You know, you got One in there, you got The Shortest Straw, you've got freaking Harvester of Sorrows, like the title track on Justice for All, and Dyer's Eve. Like, it's just a fucking ace album. Like, always been my favorite. Like, and I know it has a lot of controversy about the bass mix being too low, that sort of stuff. It's quite famous for that, but who gives a shit when the songs are this good, man? Like, I don't. This album is freaking unbelievable. The best Metallica album of all time, in my opinion. I know a lot of people will go for Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning, but for me, this one, I think it's as good as those, if not better. So yeah, And Justice for All, Metallica, is an absolute beast of an album. Right, now we've got another one here from the Darlow Record Fire, and this one is Dr. Dre, The Chronic.
Like this and like that, and it's like this and like that, and like this, and Dre creep to the mic like a fan.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got kept, cause my people kept beeping.
I think it's genuinely, like, hilarious. Like, there are some points on this album that just make me laugh out loud. It's mainly Snoop Dogg just acting like a dumbass, like when he's doing the whole "these nuts" thing about this album. Like, it's just a real laugh. But like, you know, this album is genuinely really awesome. Like, it's got some really cool songwriting on it. Like, a lot of the really cool corgi sort of synth lines that they got. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. But yeah, like, fuck with Dre there. Like, that line with the whole bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay doggy dogs in the motherfucking house, like, that gets me every time. Like, it's just like a real cool fucking album I can put on in the background, just have a good time with. Like, you know, it's not necessarily like my favorite hip hop album of all time or anything like that, but you know, it's great. There's some real good production on here, some real good guest spots and all that, like, you know, from Snoop Doggy Dogg and all that. And you know, I've always liked the sound of Dr. Dre's voice as well. Like, he's just got like quite a deep voice, but like it just sounds really cool. It sounds really cool. Yeah, this album is fucking great. It's a classic. Had to pick it up as soon as I saw it, really. I don't have a lot of hip hop in my my record collection. I'm trying to build that up as much as I go on. So see this here, you know, why not? For sure. Next one, and it's an absolute banger of an album, and that is Songs from the Big Chair by Tears for Fears.
There's a room where the light won't find you, holding hands while the walls come tumbling down.
Tears for Fears are a band like I've been falling in love with as of recent times, really. When I moved to Leeds, one of my housemates, he got this on vinyl and started playing it. And bearing in mind, back then when I lived in Leeds, I was, you know, rock, metal lad. You know, I wasn't really dipping my toe into many other genres, but like I started doing so like whilst I was living there. And this album is one of my first loves of, like, you know, going into, like, you know, that new romantic like 80s pop sort of genre. And this album is just beginning to end, just perfection for me. I absolutely adore this album. There's some of the best songs that I think have ever been written on here, like Shout and you know, fucking Head Over Heels and Broken. And for me, especially, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. One of my favourite songs of all time. It's absolutely stunning, and yeah, I love this album. I can literally put this album on any time of day and just absolutely enjoy the ever living daylight out of it. And you know, it's got me well into Tears for Fears as well. Like, I've just started listening to Sown the Seeds of Love as well. That album is incredible, and I really want to see them live as well. I know they do tour quite often, like in the UK, and like I've just not seen them, so I'd like to think I will do at some point. Yeah, 15 quid as well, like at the record fair. Had to get it. Like, incredible album, incredible band. Hopefully I get to see them live soon, and yeah, big up Tears for Fears, great album. Right, and the last album I'm here to talk about is Sprint's Letter to Self.
They say she's good, burn up in color. Say she's good, burn up in color. If you beat her like a drum, if you beat her like a heart.
This album came out, I think, pretty much like the first Friday of this year, and I started seeing like reviews of it like online. People saying like, oh, this is gonna be album of the year already. Like, you know, the first week of January, and people saying, oh, this will be album of the year. So like, obviously I was a bit, well, that sounds like a bit of a bold statement, like, you know, first week of January and I'll be calling it album of the year, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I obviously had to check it out, hearing the hype of it, and this album blew my socks off, to be honest. This is like proper angry post-punk, moody garage rock that I absolutely love. Like, I've listened to this album to death ever since it came out, and I still do to this day. It is definitely going to be in a show-in for my album of the year this year. It's just angry. It's really sharp in its guitar work, really fast-paced. It can go really moody, really sort of Fleetwood Mac in some areas. Just really cool. And like the lead singer, she's got a hell of an angry voice when she gets going. It's just a fantastic album, like from start to finish. Loads of bangers in there. Like for me, a big like one song that I love is Adore. Like just some awesome, really cool like P90 sound guitar work going on, like really scrappy, really sharp, like really gritty sort of like post-punk. And like I say, like it goes into like really moody territory, and it goes like Fleetwood Mac in some parts. Like, just great, awesome choruses. Really great band. I'm really gutted I missed out on their UK tour. Like I listened to this album, I thought, oh my god, this is great, I'm gonna have to fucking see them live. And it's sold out everywhere now, including the Brooding Out at Leeds, which is a venue I love. So yeah, I can't see them yet, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to wait until they announce another tour and get tickets there. But yeah, this album is brilliant. It's absolutely awesome. I recommend it to anybody. This album is great. Sprint's Letter to Self. It's a fucking great album. Alright, now it's time to get into the bloody video games, because I'm a bloody nerd. Right, so this one here is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus. Now, I've already got Portable Ops on the PSP, but I've never had Portable Ops Plus. To be honest, this isn't a game that I'm very fond of. Like, it's one of the weaker ones in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, but I went to a shop in York called Sawthorne Games, and they've got a load of Japanese import stuff and loads of Metal Gear Solid stuff. And I saw this and I thought, well, I haven't got Portable Ops Plus. I have been thinking about getting it anyways, so I thought I'd get it. And yeah, this is the Japanese import, and I think it was only like £10 or something like that. And yeah, like I said, you know, I might not play this really, because, like, you know, I streamed Portable Ops a couple of years ago, and it's not particularly great. It was a good sort of like predecessor into what was going to be Peace Walker, but you know, and Peace Walker is fantastic. But this one, you know, it's a bit pants, and I think the Portable Ops Plus was more, you know, aimed at online multiplayer, which is, you know, quite funny thinking back, like people used to play this online. But yeah, this is for the PSP, a console that I love. All completely Japanese, all in the back there. You know, I don't have a lot of Japanese import stuff, but you know, it's cool to have. It's really cool to have. And you know, it's got the whole manual in there and everything. The UMD is in there, all in good condition. Very happy with this pickup, and it's another one to my Metal Gear Solid collection. So yep, that is Portable Ops Plus. Got a couple of more like Metal Gear Solid stuff to be talking about in this segment of video game pickups, but here is another one that I've never seen before, and it's a Metal Gear Solid 4 steel case Blu-ray, and I've never seen this ever in my life. This is from the same shop again, Sawthorne Games in York, and yeah, it's I've never seen. It's got a bit of doubt on there. But I've never actually seen like a steel case of Metal Gear Solid 4. And Metal Gear Solid 4 is a game I absolutely adore. Like I've already got it over there, and but like when I saw the case, I was like, I've got to really have a look at this, and it was like a tenner. I had to pick it up. Really, I just realised as well, I've been holding it upside down the whole time I've been talking to you about it. Oh my god. But yeah, this is actually, I actually thought this was going to be the game and somewhere else, because if you look on the spine here, there's a limited edition bonus disc, and what it is basically, it's a Blu-ray of the making of the game, which is pretty cool. It's actually quite cool. I watched it like the day after I bought it, and you know, when like looking at all the dev team working on this game, and like the stuff like Hideo Kojima's talking through, like it's quite interesting. So you know, this is a nice little addition to the Metal Gear Solid collection that I've got going, really. And yeah, I just love the look of the steel case, and for me, Metal Gear Solid 4 is just an absolute masterpiece for me. It's top 3 Metal Gear Solid games for me. Like I absolutely love it. I know a lot of people give it shit because of its long cutscenes and stuff like that, but I love them. But yeah, it's a hell of a game. I highly recommend it to anyone who's starting out Metal Gear Solid. Hopefully it gets added to the Master Collection Volume 2 whenever that comes out. But anyways, I digress. It's a really cool Blu-ray, and it's a nice little addition to my collection. Right, this is the last time we're going to talk about Metal Gear Solid here, and this is just something that daft and simple that I got from Super Games World in Middlesbrough. And this is a PlayStation 1 Demo Disc with Metal Gear Solid on it. A Metal Gear Solid demo. Back when I was a wee lad, I used to have the PlayStation magazines. My dad used to get them. They always used to come with these discs, these little demo discs that you see here. And they're all numbered after each issue, and they've all got different games on them and everything. And that was how I found out about what games were coming out back in the day. You know, it wasn't down to like YouTube videos or anything like that. None of that was out or anything, or podcasts or whatever. It was all these magazines, reading these magazines, looking at all the artwork and everything, reading up about them, and of course playing the demos that are on these discs that come with magazines. It was just great. And I saw this with the Metal Gear Solid playable demo on it. I had to pick it up, really. Like, it just have a little bit of nostalgia. I put it in my PlayStation 3 to have a little go on it, and it was great. Like, we've got Metal Gear Solid there, Devil Dice, Cool Borders 3, Max Power Racing, V2000, Bugs Life, and yeah, Yaro's compilation. I don't know what that one is, but yeah, like, this is how we found out about new games back in the day. And like, you know, if I wanted the full game, I'd be like, Mom, Dad, I want this one. Like, just it's just a real good hit of nostalgia. I had to get this. It was only a few quid, so yeah, this is brilliant. Anyways, enough about talking about Metal Gear Solid. I've got some other shit to talk about. So at the moment, I'm on a bit of a Zelda hype at the moment. So I've gone and picked up Twilight Princess: The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Wii. I've not really got a lot to say about this one, to be honest, because I've not actually played it yet. I love the Legend of Zelda franchise. It's something that I'm very late to. I hate to admit. You know, I started playing Breath of the Wild in 2021. Ended up being one of my favourite games of all time. Got Tears of the Kingdom when that came out. Loved that even more. And you know, I started playing like Ocarina of Time, which I love, and The Link to the Past. And you know, I thought I'd you know, keep it going, and I've got Twilight Princess. At the moment, I've got a bit of a backlog going on, so I will eventually come to this game. And you know, I've heard like sort of mixed reviews about Twilight Princess. I've heard some people say like it's their favourite. I've heard some people say it's one of the weakest games within the franchise. So I thought I'd you know, take a punt at it and bust out the Wii, the Wiimote, the nunchuck and all that, and you know, have a good blast of it, really. I mean, I do quite like the cover of it. I think the cover of it looks really good. And this was only like £6 in CEX, so I thought, I might as well pick it up. It's cheaper than the GameCube version of this game. The GameCube version of this game, for some reason, is 75 quid, which is bonkers, really. But like, you know, overall, it's in good condition, manual, disc, everything. So yeah, I thought, why not? I'll pick it up. And speaking of Zelda, I had to pick this one up. Link's Awakening remake for the Nintendo Switch. I've never actually played the original Link's Awakening that came out on the Game Boy, but I have had my eye on this one for quite a while. I just like the look of the art style and the direction and everything. And I got this because I got South Park Snow Day for the PS5, and I thought it was dog shit, so I took it to CEX and traded it in. And I saw this, I thought, I might as well pick it up. Like, you know, it's great condition. And like it's one of the Zelda games that I've been wanting to get into for a while, and I've been playing this for a couple of weeks now, and like I'm loving it. It's really cool. Like it's quite cute. It's like quite a cute art style, and it's you know, it's kind of kid-like. It kind of looks like it's an Animal Crossing game, but Zelda. Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's quite simple to play. You know that there's some puzzles on this game that aren't too hard for me. Like this is just something I can just pick up for half an hour and play and have a bit of fun with it. I've been taking my Switch with me to work, and I've been playing this on my breaks, and yeah, this is really good fun. It's awesome. Highly recommend it. Anyone who's curious of playing this. Like, so I don't think it's a long Zelda game either. So yeah, this is really cool. Like, I'm really enjoying it, and you know, I'm really into the Zelda franchise at the moment as someone who's just started from Breath of the Wild, so I'm very much looking forward to going all in on some more Zelda games. So I'll probably play Twilight Princess after this one. I'm not sure. We'll see. Right, next up, a game that is I've been totally enjoying as of recent times, and that is Helldivers 2 for the PS5. I'll be honest, like when I first started seeing like the trailers for this game, I just couldn't really see anything all that good about it, really. Like, it kind of looked a bit generic. Like, I didn't know what to think about it. Like, but the more trailers that started coming out, the more it started to appeal to me. The more I started to think it looked good, like with all the stratagems and everything. And eventually, some of my friends just went, "Oh, I've just picked up Helldivers. It'll be good to play online with you and stuff." And it's only £30, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get Helldivers 2, why not? And this game is so much fun, so much fun. I love it. You know, I'm not really a big online multiplayer person. I tend to play more like campaign, story-driven type video games. So it's good to have something that I can play with my friends every now and then, just switch off and just blow up some fucking aliens or some robots. You know, there's no story to it or anything like that. It's just online multiplayer with your friends, or get with a random group of 4 people, and there's many different ways you can play a game. You can either just destroy every, you know, bug or automation in front of you, or you can rescue hostages, you can take down bases. There's many different game modes you can go for at the moment, and like, you know, Helldivers is something that is evolving at the moment with you know, different like maps and like different war bond packages and everything like that. It's not full of microtransactions. It's not full of, you know, pay to be better than whatever. You know, like it's just a really good fun game. I love it, and yeah, I'm honestly one of my games of the year so far. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's awesome. Helldivers 2, it's great. Controversial, maybe, but this is better than fucking GoldenEye. 007 Tomorrow Never Dies for the PS1. This game fucking rules. This is another one that I picked up from Software Games in York. Yeah, I played this a lot in my childhood. I went through like a proper James Bond phase. Like I used to love watching his movies back in the day. I'm not all that bothered now, but like this game just rules. I streamed it like a couple of years ago. Just had the most amount of fun. It's not like first person like what GoldenEye was, but it's more like a third person type view. But it's great. It's great. It's got about 10 levels and it'll be completed like pretty damn quickly. I've got no problem with it at all. Like, all the missions are fun. Like, it's just a good simple 007 game. You know, each mission is different and unique in its own way, and like, you know, there's racing type missions as well. It's just really cool. It's just really cool. And you know, you can't argue with the graphic at the very end there. A very nice CGI Pierce Brosnan, but you know the actual movie itself isn't anything special either. But I get a lot of nostalgia playing this game, so I had to pick it up. And like, it's in bloody good nick as well, like for what it is. I mean, you've got a bit of a crack there, but that's nothing really, to be honest. Like, because of all the manuals and everything, like I'm stoked about this one. Yeah. 007 Tomorrow Never Dies, the last one I'm going to be talking about today. Alright, so that is it. That has been Master Dan's What's in My Bag. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've picked up some stuff from this video. Like, maybe you might want to listen to one of the albums that I've been speaking about, or maybe you might check out some of these games. I don't know. Maybe you didn't like this video at all. Maybe it was shit and I should stop doing them from now on. But you know, it's something I thought I'd give it a go. And so I might do another one of these in June if I picked up some more shit, which I tend to do. But yeah, hope you like it. If you have anything to say about the stuff that I've picked up, let me know in the comments section. And if you've enjoyed the video, give it a good thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and want to see some more of this stupid shit, subscribe and press the notification bell, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Mastercast is out every Friday, and yeah, hope you enjoy the content. See you later. I've been Master Dan. Why am I doing a fucking salute? See you later. Bye.